gentlemen, the show is about to begin.
I have a bone to pick when it comes to Madden and his selection of pitchers. One by one, they're falling by the wayside thanks to goddamn train stuff.
A lot of things got accomplished. Ohtani,
The Angels lead the goddamn league with injuries again. I am beyond pissed off right now because the only thing I want to yell is fuck! God, that is like on a nightly. Can you remember the last time we won? Hello and welcome to the Todd Fox post-game show with your host, Todd Fox. That is me on Halos in the infield. If you've been under a rock and not been watching what this team's been doing the last, I would say 2.5 weeks, now they're at a record of 6-18 in their last 24. So let that sink in. The first 30, what is it? Let's say 24. Let me see if I do my math. The first 30 games, okay? First 30 games, you're looking at a great record. You know, you're doing good. You're winning ball games. You're staying there. You're in the hunt. And the last 24 games, you're 6-18, including a 10-game losing streak. And I'm to the point as an Angels fan where I'm almost sick and tired of being on any other Angels page. Being in the Angels network, you get to see other pages, especially like on Facebook. They're a little more vocal with their comments. Instagram, Twitter, they can be debated. But what I see on Facebook is the myopic, cheesy fans that I can't stand. That's the reason why I make fun of Roger Lodge and a few other people out there, because it's like, no matter what, it's like the grass is always greener. Don't worry about it. It's like, how many times in a franchise's history do they have a 10-game losing streak? It's not very often, unless you're a team that's been around like the Pittsburgh Pirates or the Cincinnati Reds for like 150 years. You don't really do these routinely. These come around maybe once every 10 years or so. You don't, last year going a 10-game losing streak and a 10-game losing streak the year before that. You know what I mean? That kind of stuff is rare. Like I talked about last night, they had a 9-game losing streak twice in one season in 95. And we remember that because it was part of the collapse. Now you look at this year's team, and they're 27-17 out the chute on the first 34 games or 44 games. And then they've just blown it since. 10 straight losses. And you can say, okay, Houston lost today, but big whoop, you're still 7.5 games out. Did this team show you anything from last night that they're going to get on a winning streak? Did they show you anything from last night that they fixed their problems? No, if anything, things got worse. Loki came out, gave up 5 runs early, but credit to him, he pitched 6 solid innings after that. And then you had Mike Trout just flailing away at everything. And I'm sick and tired of any fan. Look, any fan that tells you hitting coaches, managers, and coaches in general don't mean anything, and it's all on the players, tell them to shut the fuck up, please. Just to their face, because that's what they deserve for the ignorant comment. There's a reason why managers are in place. But those Halo honks on those pages are just like dumbing things down to everybody and being like, oh, it's okay. It's okay. We don't need hitting instructors. What are you talking about? It's Trout's fault. He's getting paid all that money. He should be hitting everything. No, stupid ass. There's players that get paid just as much, if not, well, not as much as he does, but they get paid pretty good to get him out. And yes, he's given the tablets and everything to look at, but you still need to tweak your game. Do you let your son go to freaking Little League and just let him sink or swim out there? No. You teach him how to play the game. Even through high school, college, minor leagues. It's minor leagues for a reason, so you tune yourself up to be major league ready. And as you're a major leaguer, you continue to work on yourself. Because the moment the game passes you by and you can't keep up with the game, well, guess what? You're gone. You're waived. You're traded. You're fired. You're released. And your career is over. So don't give me that bullshit about coaches don't matter. Coaches can't inspire. If you want to be stupid and think, okay, I'm not going to listen to reason, why don't you watch a movie then? Because you're in fantasy land anyway. Why don't you watch all those other movies that talk about how great coaches are? And how they inspire teams to be great. There's a reason for that, stupid. Even at work. You can work at the same field for 40 years. If you start tailing off and doing something wrong, the business is going to pass you by. They're just going to fire you. But you have managers that try to keep you in going with the new things, the new waves, the new adjustments. It's like that in life, stupid ass. And I hate fans like that. I hate them. And I hate to turn on my own fan base. But I'm telling you, there's 2 different fan bases when it comes to the Angels. The ones that follow this network and this page and other pages like us and know their baseball, can talk with you all damn day, can praise them up one side, down the other when they're great, like we did and we have, and be focused and happy. But then there's that side too where you want to come out and you're leery because they start losing. You're like, oh shit, here we go. And then it's okay to be like that. It's okay to boo. It's okay to be upset. It's okay to be frustrated. It's okay to curse at the team. Now, we have those things where you can't do. You know, you don't want to go personal. You don't want to go racist, anything else like that. We're all for that too. We don't do that stuff. But my point is, the honks don't care about that. It's always, the grass is always green. Like, I wrote a thing talking about the Angels post. Actually, I took that page or that picture with Madden choking out John Cena, and I put that on a couple Facebook pages. And I got one ignorant moron plus a couple of his cronies saying, oh, man, you put everything on the coach? You're ignorant. You don't know what you're talking about. It's the players. It's the players, man. Or maybe it's just the whining fans like you. Okay. See, I'm not taking this up the butt. What I'm doing is I'm just frustrated. And I'm venting because I'd rather vent about our stupid ass fan base at time than vent about the shit I'm watching on television for 3 hours. So it's bad enough that, you know, we don't get our own announcers, and maybe it's not because Matty V, it seems to be like a bad luck charm, but we're getting John Smoltz talking about his. I mean, it sucks when these commentators are talking about their history in baseball because the game is boring, because we're not doing shit. We're not being competitive. 2 runs by Walshy, that's all we did. 2 runs, 7 hits for the Angels, 7 runs, 7 hits for the Phillies. All of a sudden, the Phillies, who fire their manager, who were in just as big a tailspin as we were, what's the medicine for them? Bam, the Angels. We gave them 2 straight victories. It's just getting frustrating, man, because, again, how am I as an Angel fan, and you as an Angel fan, a hard, long, frustrated Angel fan, it's supposed to be like turning things around and saying, hey, you know what? Next year. We don't want to say next year this early in the season. And I'm not giving up. I'm not saying that. But it's frustrating because, again, just sitting here 10 days ago or 12 days ago, whatever it was, when we were 10 games over 500, I still felt pretty good about this team. I was ripping them as far as their hitting's concerned because you could tell even back then, guys like Trout were swinging through fastballs. Rendon was getting way too many days off. Walsh was swinging over pitches. Ohtani changed his batting stance every game. Did not come with the same mechanics as he did last year. This team wasn't stealing bases, not hitting with runners in scoring position, under 200. Guys like Squid, everyone wanted to dress up like Squid. He can't hit the broadside of a barn right now. Everything was going wrong. We had one bright spot, one guy we were like, oh man, if everyone could hit like Taylor Ward, we'd be good. And then he fucking runs into the one pole that's in right field. And he can't get right. And now he might have a hamstring problem. So it just seems, and then our pitching that had been so golden has now fallen apart. I mean, it's in a bad way. And I'm going to say one thing before I get to the comments and before I get to the Nacho player of the night and everything else like that. Joe Madden in a press conference yesterday, he literally was asked what's going on. He said, I feel the fans' pain. I feel the fans' frustration. We're all frustrated here. We're trying to turn things around. You just got to be patient. We're going to be patient. And my favorite part of his quotes and his comments were, we're going to stick to the game plan. What? We're going to stick to the game plan? So first off, you have a game plan. That's breaking news. And then 2, whatever the fuck you were doing, you should change that up because it's not a game plan that produces winning. What? And you've managed how many years? You were under Mike Scioscia for how long? Really? I'm done. I'm just done today. This is... Okay, I'm going to go straight into the Nacho player of the night. And this one's going to be easy because it's someone that is a habitual winner. Nacho Night is presented by Paul Sorrento, the worst hitting instructor of all time. He imitates what a hitting instructor is supposed to look like, except he eats a big fat bowl of nachos every game. Look, this guy, it's not, I would put it on the hitting instructors, but that's too easy. Mike Trout strikes out again, gets the hat trick again, and Joe Madden. They're going to share a nice big helmet nachos on the house. I'll pay for these helmet nachos. They can both eat them because they both deserve them. Mike Trout's not trying to get better. No one's trying to help him. And Joe Madden is continuing to plunge this ship deeper, deeper, deeper into the ocean. We are in a bad way is all I'm saying. So getting off of that, as far as the player of the game, I'm just going to give it to Zach Wheeler. Zach Wheeler shut us down, but that doesn't seem to be too hard to do for anybody nowadays. So there you go right there. Let's get into the comments because there is a lot of them, and I want you guys and gals to vent as soon as we open up the phone lines. Fire Joe Madden is appropriate. The first comment out there by Vince. Big Tit Smith says Madden needs to go. Nathan says, fuck this team, fire Joe Madden. 10 straight losses is a joke, Cody says. Mateo says, James! And Mateo, how you liking Joe Madden nowadays? Let's see, we are fucking pathetic. Lewis says, fuck this team. Vince says, can anyone remember when we used Iggy and Jack Mayfield? Yeah, that was like forever ago. Armani says, I hope Madden goes out with a weed bag tomorrow because it's his last game. He might not make it back to the stadium. If I have any faith in Perry, that's what he's going to do. Josh says, I was going to win, but then I got high. Or I was going to win, but then I got high. Probably Madden before every game. What the fuck? Trout is 0 for 23. Yes, let that sink in. 0 for 23. Nathan says Perry needs to do something and do something fast. Vince says get Joe Madden out of here. It's a curse right there. Symphony says, Symphode or whatever. Fire hitting coaches with Madden. Someone had to tell Trout or Tony Tony Gwynn style. Someone like Tony Gwynn style to get in there and help this team as a hitting coach. What the hell was that? Grillmaster says. Kevin Campos says Joe Madden's going to get fired once we get swept. And you know what? If we get swept, dude, we're one game under, headed back to Anaheim. That is terrible. Time to clean house. Angels will forever be with an owner like Artie. And you know that's a problem too, because these aren't. But see, look, I have faith in Perry, whether he's going to try to fix the team this year or go after it next year, because this Joe Madden wasn't his guy. We all have to remember that this was not his guy. He was already in place. General managers usually like to hire their own guy and ride with that guy because they know that guy's got their best interest for them. He's going to run things the way that they think that they should be run, and vice versa. The manager's going to like the way Perry does things. So I think there's a disconnect with Madden and Perry, and I think that's some of the reasons why things aren't going the way they're going. Let's see. I'm not even going to read that one, Grillmaster, because you and that song just pissed me off. Hire Dino Evil ASAP. Jason Kroom says, what's up, Jason, by the way? He's checking in from Big Bear. Vince says, we all need to protest in front of the stadium. Paper bags could be coming sooner than later. This is bullshit. Anthony Gonzalez says, why is Madden still have an autonomy after this? This is fucking horrendous. Nick Tate says, let's see. Fuck yeah, 10 in a row. Ray's liking that milestone. Mike Trout is, let's see, generic or geriatric. Oh, jeez. Here we go. 4A players. You're too old. Oh, my God. Rally Chris says, I got Halo honks keep commenting on my post on Facebook via she said this just now. I'm not going to be mad at all. At least we're hitting and getting on base. Proud of my Angels, win or lose. Rally Chris, that is a myopic, stupid fan right there. It's okay. I mean, proud of them losing. Proud of them losing 10 in a row. Okay, that's something to be proud about. Andy says, this is pissing me off. Exactly. Mike Trout will never hit again. There we go. Brandon Reed just says, F, echoey today. Am I echoey, Danny? Sorry about that. Does anyone want a toaster to take to their bathtub? Sonia says, really starting to wonder if Madden gets a bonus if they do not make the postseason. No batting practice seems like practice of fundamental baseball. No warm-ups, no getting on hitting and pitching coaches. Sonia, that is so beautifully said because, listen, you need batting practice to better yourself. We've all gone over that. We need, the fundamentals is the key word you said in that comment. Fundamentals are allergic to this team. They're not doing the fundamental things to win in small ball. Small ball would get the big bats going, and they just have not done it whatsoever. Send the whole team to AAA. Anthony Gonzalez says, here we are, back to where we started from last year. Yes, Anthony Gonzalez, right back to 500. Let's see. Sean Norton says, adios. And I think he's saying that to our boy Madden. And then Rob says, I agree, Todd. Can we tell Ramon 89 on this page Cut the shit. It's on to the coaches and correct players. Struggling baseball and mental. Even the best players struggle. Look at at Mookie with the Boston. When his WAR was so down, he was bad. Daddy Walsh is the only one that was trying today. Yes, he was. Juan, Wade, and Andrew 1, 2, 3. Trout, Duffy 4, Mayfield 5, Lewis 6, Walsh 7, Marsh 8, and Ohtani 9. Damn, Nathan, that's a different lineup. Is anyone else getting an echo? Hopefully it's. I don't know what that's. Maybe that's better. I moved the other mic. Maybe I had the other mic too close. I'm sorry. Let's see. Angels Uncensored on Facebook has become full of that Halo honks. Yes, Philip. I think you saw some of my shit over there. That's the problem I have right there. That is too much, dude. That's supposed to be uncensored. Say whatever you want. The honks have invaded that page. It's terrible. Let's see. Todd, did you read my message about Artie today? What I said about Joe Madden being addressed by the media. But I saw the press conference. But Anthony says perfect example of how much this team gives a shit. Anthony Rendon. Jeez, he's the poster boy right now, isn't he? Hopefully the echo is gone. I just hopefully fixed it right there. Let's see. Fire Joe Madden, Fletcher, Ward, Rendon. Let's see. Why is everyone getting injured? Isn't that funny how the team starts losing and no one wants to play now and everyone's getting injured all of a sudden? Injuries are starting up again because of no warm-ups and no practice period. That's probably a good point right there. The Top Gun movie is more entertaining than the Angels. And I don't even like Top Gun, by the way. Let's see. Ben downhill since Detmer's no-hitter. And go figure, Sean. You get a no-hitter, and that's supposed to propel the team forward. And then they're like, oh, let's wear red jerseys. That's going to make us better. And then all of a sudden it's been downhill. This team is dead right now. Perry needs to do something and do something fast. See, we were at a point where we had the hottest bat. Exactly. And then Grillmaster says also, how does old-ass Trout miss 95 down the middle? And I'm not going to read that last part again. You keep putting it there. I'm not going to read it. I'm going to ban you if you keep that up. I hate that song. Time to piss on the cowboy hat. Yeah, the cowboy hat only incentivizes home runs. So why not get like a chain with an Angels logo on it? Why not do something inventive for singles and doubles that drive in runs? Why not do something like that? Or maybe you bust out the cowboy hat for that too. Why does it always have to be just home runs? You know, I don't understand that, you know, and this team, I think, again, I've said it before and I'll say it again, a double down the line to where it's a close play at second because the guy's stretching it into a single into two, or a guy, you know, bobbles the ball in the right field corner, left field corner, and the base runner's trying to take advantage, and Renifo slides into third, or he's coming around from second on a single to center by Ward, and it's a play at the plate. Those plays are more exciting than a goddamn solo home run. I'm sorry. Because those kind of plays keep the innings going. They keep the rallies going. You can work another walk, get two men on, then get another single, score another run, double in a couple more. That's how big innings go. To me, it's boring when it's just solo shot after solo shot and nothing else. This team made a complete 360 in the wrong way. So you don't think that as a team, you don't play as a team, you don't even lose as a team. Y'all got your head so far up your butt, you can't even see the light of day. That is a Danny Glover famous quote from Angels in the Outfield. I love it, Mateo. Rally Chris says, next time when we go to the game and if Madden is still there, chanting fire Madden the whole game. And you know we should boom when they do, and it's Joe Madden's lineup. No, it's not. No batting practice shows big time. Exactly. Philip Baker says Marsh is looking terrible at the plate. Everyone knows that he can't hit a high fastball except him. Philip, bingo again. He can't hit a high fastball. Velasquez can't hit a high fastball. Several of these guys can't hit a high fastball. What are several of these guys swinging at a night in, night out basis? High fastball, and mostly away. And you know what that has to deal with? Looking at your tablet. So if you want to take the coaches out of it, look at your tablet. See where your hot and cold zones are, because you can go to any website on MLB.com or find any baseballreference.com and it'll show you a hot and cold zone just like on the show and the video game, and you can see exactly where your percentages are. It's broken down for you. You just have to press a couple buttons, and even if you don't have that, or that's too difficult for you to comprehend, you have two fucking hitting instructors who do nothing. Who could just point shit out to you. Who could just be like, hey, I was a major league ball player, and when I went into a slump, I did this, this, and that. And you're doing this, and that, and that's why you're not connecting. Lay out the high fastballs. Train yourself to do this, and that. No, we don't get that kind of bullshit, do we? There's been baseball players who go into the batting cages, right? Or go in since we don't want to take live batting practice. They go into the batting cages, and they'll swing at freaking. Hold on, I'm gonna get to the phone calls in a bit. Hold on, I will get to the phone calls, but they swing at golf balls or tennis balls, smaller things to help their hand-eye coordination. This team can't even comprehend to do that. Fuck Joe Madden and the game plan. Let's see. What's up with the pitchers throwing it down the middle? Exactly. Let's see. Shut the fuck up, Joe. You don't feel anything, asshole. Down the middle, and Bradley screwed it up. Yep, he sure does. Sure does make sense. Are we changing the game plan and not winning? No, this guy. Exactly. Lorenzen down the middle. That's been all it is. Ryan says, still an Angels fan. Hey, Madden B. Let's see. Be patient, my ass, but this is not acceptable. Is this fixable? We are better than this. Listen, Ryan, no one's saying we're not Angel fans. We're Angel fans all the way. It's just we're frustrated Angel fans, and it's okay to be frustrated, and things need to change. You can't keep the same manager. If we had a manager that won us a World Series and we axed him, that should tell you something. You know, you can't. It's not how you start in this game. It's how you finish. A lot of these managers have a time clock on them as soon as they're hired. So there you go with that. Let's see. Let me go a few more right here. Cody Smellinger. What game plan on there was to bench Duffy after he went 4 for 5? Yeah, that was a great. What is it called? Great move right there, huh, Sean? Let's see. Could Trout be injured? No, he's just not swinging for anything. You need to change your name now. Trout here 27. Nikki says. Let's see. As a football offensive coordinator, I always give it to the offense when they don't produce. I have to run them extra. Absolutely, coaches are extremely important. Steve says, "Fuck." Let's see. Things are so bad. Bradley turned to IG to try to be with motivational comments. He did, and it didn't work, did it? What's that fuck have to say for an excuse today? Los Angeles Animal says, watch the Angels play is like sex with an ugly girl. Jeez. Well, yeah, you'd have to watch it with a paper bag. What the hell happened to the depth on this team? It just, everything went away. Trade everyone, Ernest says. Feel like I've been on a drunk-a-thon for 2 weeks, Jim says. Brian Q says, is this show live on Facebook too? Trying to use my phone and watch the show on my laptop, LOL. We used to go on Facebook. We had all kinds of issues, and they were like monetizing us and being real stupid over there. So we decided not to go with Facebook anymore. But we didn't get much travel over there anyway because the honks were like just shitting on my show left and right last year. So I was like, screw the honks. Swept 3 in a row. Bring in Erstad, and that's the thing. Remember when this team was 9-3-1 in series? Wow, we can't get a win right now. On the bright side, you can use Instagram on your laptop. You can. Paper bag, cowboy hat at night. Incredible. 10 games in a row. Super consistent. Absolutely. Brian says, also, Perry, please do something soon. Really hope that he's in the office as mad as we are and ready to do something about it because he's got to save this season. This team is pathetic, Jacob says. Nathan says, hopefully when we wake up Madden at some point. I am beyond pissed off. You guys are copying me. Rally Chris says, also now Texas is only 1 game behind us, and Boston is right there in the wild card as well. Let's see. This is now gone beyond silly comments here. Really better get freaking serious soon. Management problems all the way, Jim says. Trade Trout and get some pitching, or you will regret that contract. That's going to take a long time to do that, by the way, and it's going to take 3 teams. Back at 500, now they struggle for the rest of the year and either be 2 games under or 2 games over 500. That's how we were all year last year. If you guys want to call in, fuck it, just call in right now, 714-912-2877 No fucking leadership on the field. No fucking leadership in the clubhouse, Kyle says. Let's see, our boy Supra says, just yikes. Yikes.
This is a Halo Honk line.
Halo Honk line.
Fuck this team. Madden needs to go right now. because I'm fucking tired of this right now. Piece
Dude.
of shit.
Dude, Chris, you are getting more and more angry every night, dude. I mean, I'm not
Like, I was like with my girl and everything, and then I was like, all right, let me go see this. I was like, Larry, let me go see the score. And then all of a sudden, right when I saw it, I was like, oh, 5-0. I was like, all right, this is done. I'm a piece of crap. I'm done.
Yeah, they're not even trying, bro. And the Phillies are like a shark right now. They smell blood in the water. They're going right for it. They know exactly how to attack us early, work the pitches, get a few runs, and hold on because the hitting's not going to do anything. So that's where we're at. Until the hitting can change the narrative, teams are going to continue to pitch us all over the plate and then screw us over. Other calls are coming in right now. I'll get to those in a minute, but
Tell us what high school you're at, Rally Chris.
Casella High School,
That would be the home of the Leprechauns, correct?
not Casella Knight.
Leprechauns.
so what's your remedy, man? Because I'm getting tired of asking this question every night. Are we going to win tomorrow?
No, the way we're heading, I'm calling it. Watch me get sweat, and then so that way, man can get his piece of crap out of here.
Yep. All right, man. Well, I'm going to get to some of these other phone calls. I hope everything turns out all right for you, man, and you have a good weekend, all right, Rally Chris?
All right, go Angels, and Sandoval, get us somewhere tomorrow.
Exactly. That might be the slump buster right there. All right, that opens up a line. That's Rally Chris right there. If you guys want to call in, 714-912-2877. Let's see. Thought I was high, then these echoes.
There's a Halo Honk line.
Take a deep breath, Todd.
I'm trying.
Take a deep breath. Take a deep breath. I know it's hard. Oh, my goodness.
I haven't seen this in such a long time. And, you know, for my dad, as much as he gets animated as me, for him to just sit there and do a sarcastic laugh, I haven't seen him ever do that as an Angel fan. And I'm like, what's funny, Dad? He's like, it's not funny. It's just pathetic. And this is the only way I could react to it. I'm like, wow. That got me.
Yeah, it's gotten to the situation that even I, the Angel's grandma, I am very angry. I'm very upset. I'm very disappointed with my Angels. I can't believe that they've taken such a nosedive. It's just so frustrating. And, we all ask as fans, what needs to be done to change things? And I'm agreeing with you now. I think we need to get rid of Madden. Philadelphia, they got rid of their manager, and what happens? They win 2 games in a row. I mean, sometimes we just need to we need a change, and maybe having someone else at the top will motivate the guys to be a little more enthusiastic about playing, because they just don't seem like they want to be out there anymore.
They don't. They look very passive. The Phillies, I did catch a couple of their games prior to Girardi getting fired, and they did have the same type of look, like just going through the motions, whatever. And I was telling my dad at the end when we saw the final out when Squid struck out, the way that they were like celebrating, and they had these determined looks on their faces. And I'm like, someone got into their heads. Like they had some sort of motivational speech to where new team, new attitude. We're 2-0. We're not 21-29. We're 2-0. And I think they started their season over. And I wouldn't be surprised if they're in the playoff mix because of this.
Let me ask you something, Todd.
Mm-hmm.
Do the Angels, does Madden ever have team meetings and get the guys together and scream at them and yell at them and throw chairs and do something?
From what I know, he's never done that. His approach, like even when he was in Tampa and Chicago, was ride through the storm, hunker down, keep plugging away. That's his type of mentality. Try something new. Like we won't do batting practice, or we'll do dress up, because he did these dress up things in Tampa a lot. and he did different things to think outside the box. He would leave like crazy sayings and motivational things. He would give players things to do, oddball jobs, like weird constructive things that you ask high schoolers and college kids to do to like, I guess, get them to be closer together. He would do stuff like that. He was not like Mike Scioscia. Mike Scioscia would be like, okay, guys, we need a team meeting. You know, we need to hash it out, call people out, and get on the same page. And you do you, and I do me, and we all have the same goal. We don't have that with Joe. Joe's not that type of dude that'll say what you're saying, throwing chairs, getting upset. I don't even think he yells.
Well, actually, I don't think. Well, I'm thinking maybe it's time to start yelling. You know, maybe he needs to run out to. You know, remember Earl Weaver back in the day used to always run out and kick the dirt and scream and yell and spit and.
Yeah.
But that got the team worked up, and I think that helped to make them perform better. Maybe we need a manager like that.
I think so too. I think if well, here's one too. I don't know if you remember him with Clint Hurdle for the Pirates and the Rockies.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he took two mediocre franchises to the almost the Pirates to the World Series, but he took the Rockies to the World Series. And his thing was he had a very good temper, and he would fight for his players no matter what. He would get tossed a lot, and also you didn't hit his players. You hit his players, it's like you punched him, and the players would retaliate. They had a real tough mentality. The Pirates were a really scrappy team, and you literally, your team takes your personality, the manager's personality. So if you see a passive guy, non-aggressive, not willing to fight, things like Madden is, more chill than anything, the team takes on his personality, and I think that's what's happened. They have like an I don't care, we'll get to it when we do, not really worried about things. There's no urgency. None.
Absolutely. And we need to light a fire under Trout. I love Mike Trout, but he's just too laid back. He's the star of all of baseball. He needs to do something to get his team going. I mean, we don't have a cheerleader on this team. I think this is the last thing, then I'll hang up.
Okay.
I mean, watching the game this evening, and I virtually turned it off after the first inning. We were down 5-0. I said, here we go again. Anyway. But I did turn back a little later.
Yeah.
And I saw when Walsh got his hits, he's the only productive Angel that we have, and he does get fired up. He seems to get fired up when he gets on base, and we need to have more energy like that from all the players. They just seem so lackadaisical, and it just drives me nuts.
Yeah, I feel you because it's like one last thing I'll say too, Angel's grandma. These tickets aren't getting any cheaper. So you go to these games and you want to see good baseball. They're supposed to put on a good show for you, good product out there. And when they play lackadaisical, when they play like this and they got Angel's grandma cheering, they got Rally Chris out there cheering, and all the fans like trying to get them pumped up, and then we go 1, 2, 3. They look like they don't care. It's frustrating as a fan.
It is. But you continue your good work and broadcasting your show. You're doing a great job, and I'm still going to the game on Wednesday with my grandkids, and hopefully they'll turn it around between now and then. But it is getting discouraged, but I encourage all the Angel fans to let's try to stay positive. Let's say a little prayer. Prayer works as well.
There you go.
We can turn it around. Let's just not give up. We still got a lot of games to go.
Exactly.
Okay.
All right, Angel's grandma.
All right. You have a nice evening.
You too.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
This is a Halo Honk line.
Well, it was a Halo Honk line.
It's the Halo Honk line.
Hi.
Hello? Hello?
What's up?
You're on the air. What's going on?
Joe Madden sucks. Okay, Joe Madden sucks. And number 2 is the bottom of the lineup. Hitting
Exactly.
Okay, we need to actually hit.
And then what is your solution for this team to be better?
We need to stop swinging at pitches that are 40 feet outside the zone.
I like that. Good call. And who's the worst player right now for us?
Okay, the worst player for us,
Mm-hmm.
like hitting wise or all around?
All around. What do you think's the worst player that's just killing this team?
Tyler Wade.
Oh, Taylor Wade?
Yeah, sorry.
Okay.
Tyler Wade, man.
Okay. All right. What else you got?
Something. Ortega
Okay.
is on a downfall. He started good, and now he sucks.
Yeah, and then they're putting him in the wrong position, right? He's not in the same spot over and over, and that's the problem.
Yeah. I mean, to his point, like, he does come in with, like, runners in scoring position and one or no outs.
Exactly. He doesn't. What's your name, by the way? I didn't catch your name at the beginning of the call.
Hunter,
Hunter. Well, these are some awesome takes. How old are you, Hunter?
10.
10? God dang it.
I'm 10 years old.
You know, Hunter, you know more baseball than some of these idiots on Facebook. So I just want to tell you that you know your stuff.
Yeah, I do.
You're playing Little
I
League?
watch too much- No, I play travel ball.
Oh, okay. Nice. So when am I going to see you in the majors? And hopefully you're drafted by us?
If I'm drafted by us and Joe Madden is our head coach or our manager, I will quit baseball. He's too old.
I love it, Hunter. Well, hopefully he will be retiring by then, watching a lot of baseball on television, watching you do good for a good team or us instead of managing any or ruining any other baseball team, because that's what he seems to be doing with us, right?
Yeah.
Are you going to boo when you go to the when are you going to go to a game again?
I think I go Thursday
Thursday?
from next week.
Okay, I
And
got
then last pick,
Go ahead.
and the last pick is you need to trade for like a guy like Luis Castillo, like a team that's going to be selling, like the Reds. Like the Reds are going to be selling at the deadline, so we need to trade for like Castillo or someone.
I love it.
We have that to be able to trade, and we could just trade some prospects to get Castillo. Because this would be our year to win. We're in like.
Damn, Hunter.
We only have
I want your autograph, man. You're like killing it with these takes, bro. You're doing really good. And I'm telling you though, I got one thing for you to do though when you go on Thursday. I got a little homework assignment for you.
Okay.
All right. Here's what I want you to do. When they say it's time for the Angels lineup and they say presented by your manager, Joe Madden, I want you to boo as loud as you freaking can. I want you to
I got you.
boo. I want to hear you on television, okay?
Oh,
I think you could do it, man.
Yeah.
I think you could do it. But, hey, man, thanks for calling in, Hunter. Anytime you want to call in, be sure to call in because you got some really good takes. You can teach some people some things.
okay.
All right, buddy?
Thank you.
All right, you got it, man. Bye. That opens up a phone line right there. That's by far the best phone call right there. 714-912-2877. That is the phone call. Man, Hunter was on his stuff right there. Here's another phone call.
This is the Halo Honk line.
Hey, Todd, what's up?
What's up? Who's this? I'm sorry. I just had so many calls today.
Hey, Nathan.
Oh, it's Jason. What's up, man?
Nothing much.
What is your take on this team right now, brother?
So pretty much, yeah, I will agree. Tyler Wade and Velasquez are doing very bad, but I feel like we could trade for some good prospects on pitching as well. If we can trade, I say we trade Odell and I hate to say it, but we have to trade Adele and Wade.
Adele and Wade.
Even though we just got the guy.
Well, I mean, look, guys are expendable on this team. I think we've noticed that when Jerry DiPoto was here. Guys, nobody's safe basically. Even I would say if this team continues at the rate it's going, we got to try to save this season. I'm not calling it, but if this team doesn't make the playoffs, man, Trout's as good as gone. Otani's not going to re-sign. I would say blow it up, but I think there's a good chance this team can right the ship, but they need the right kind of motivation and the right kind of management to push it forward. And they're not getting that right now. And we still got, I think it's still a little early because we all thought the Reds were just going to be trash and they're going to let go of these guys. Yes, and some of those guys will be expendable anyway, but they're winning games. It's going to cost us more to get those players. So, yeah. I mean, besides that, I mean, what are your other expectations or ways that this team can turn it around?
Joe Madden should get the hell out of Anaheim.
I'm with you, Jason. God damn. Is he the worst manager you've ever seen for the Angels?
Yes, I'd rather have Mike Scioscia, mainly because he's got guys in scoring position and we scored off of them.
Yeah. The scoring on this team is just terrible right now.
Also,
Go ahead.
when I was watching the game, the
Mhm.
broadcasters even said Joe Madden said batting practice was overrated.
Oh, I did not catch that. That's crazy.
Yeah.
You know, see that's the thing, man. That he really chaps my ass when he does stuff like that because this is a guy that literally he's trying to reinvent the wheel, and you can't do that in baseball. There's certain things you could tweak to make better and whatever like this. Analytics was like the biggest change I've seen. But other than that, as long as you play the analytics, you have the right kind of players in the right spots, do things that get you to win. I don't understand the reasoning behind it, trying to make things better than they already are. You can capitalize on what the teams give you, and they never take advantage, dude. I mean, he refuses to play within the game, you know?
Yeah.
But what else you got, Jason, before I get to another phone call right here, by the way?
It's Nathan.
Oh, Nathan. Oh, my bad, Nathan. Damn it. My bad.
You're good.
Some of this getting jumbled up on my headphones. My bad. But do you see us winning tomorrow?
I think Sandoval has been very good with us. So yeah, if Joe Madden can get his head out of his ass for once, we can win tomorrow.
Okay. Well, let's see what happens tomorrow, Nathan. Yep.
All right. See you.
All right, brother. Have a good one. All right, that opens up a phone line here on 714-912-2877. That is a number. Damn, it didn't last long.
This is a Halo Honk line.
Hey, what's up, man? It's Supra.
What's up, Supra? How you doing, man?
Not good.
I feel you, bro.
Not good at all.
I feel you. You're a new Angels fan,
I mean,
and you need to see the playoffs, correct?
no, I've been watching Angels for 4 years, so I'm not that new.
Okay. I thought it was like.
Well, I'm just gonna.
Well, go ahead.
Well, I've been rooting to see Ohtani for 4 years
Okay.
go to the playoffs because, okay, so hitting, it's not that different from Ohtani, but if you see Japan, I was watching Ohtani in Japan as well.
Mm-hmm.
So his pitching is on a different level. So his his fastball cap is like 101 in the regular season, but in playoffs he throws much harder. Like I see him throw during the playoffs in Japan. He threw like 102, 103. He throws much harder, and it's really exciting. It's much more exciting. If the Angels do struggle more, the best thing I can tell you is to not buy tickets, get an Xbox Series S, and play MLB The Show, road to the show, and just play on beginner mode, and just get drafted by the Angels and just win the World Series. It just feels good, It just hits hard.
I used to do that in the off season when they would crap out back in the day. I would just be like, okay, I'll play them on the show. I'll get them where they can't go in real life.
Yeah, man.
Well,
man, it's.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah. I'm just gonna say, do you know who Herb Brooks is? Herb Brooks.
Herb Brooks, yes.
Yeah. So we need a Herb Brooks on the Angels for a management.
Yeah, we need someone that's fiery, dude.
Yeah, we should get a Herb Brooks. We could get Scioscia back. Maybe we could get something I don't know. I'm not really into managing. I'm really into the players. Like I'm not really like I don't know much managers' names because but like I don't think it's the players' fault, but I think it's like the management's fault because they're not getting them into the right mindset. Like their mindset is like hit a home run and that's about it. Because you see a lot of flyouts because they're trying to hit home runs, not like singles, doubles, or triples. If I'd rather have 9 Ichiros than 9 Otanis. I'm sorry, I'd rather have 9 Ichiros who hit 262 hits in a season than have 9 Otanis who only have 46 home runs. I'd rather have they provide more value to the team than home runs. It's a flyout or a home run.
Well, not only that, with Ichiro, he stole bases, he stretched singles into doubles, he got bunt singles. He had probably one of the best right field arms of all time. The guy would throw out guys at third base without skipping the ball to third on a fly. I'm right there with you, Supra. I would take Ichiro any day over Ohtani because of what he provides. But the Angels, in a sense, like I had a comment on here. Tord said from YouTube, what do you think's wrong with Trout? And I'll ask you this, but before we go, but I was thinking, look, either dude's eyes are really bad with the contacts, or he really needs to take a lot of live batting practice because what he's seeing coming from the pitching machines is not doing it justice. He's missing these fastballs that are right down the freaking middle. And Ohtani's doing the same damn thing.
Well, the thing is, he's really late on pitches. Like, mass fastball, if I threw 100 miles per hour right down the middle, he would probably miss it. He's not hitting fastballs. And he can't not see. And, whatever he's doing inside the batting cage, he's doing terribly. So if he doesn't believe in batting cage outside, I don't give a fuck. Go outside, hit some balls, and every day, and let's see how it happens. You can't just say, "Oh, I don't believe in that kind of shit," when you don't do that shit. Same with Ohtani. He can't hit fastballs. After the home run derby, he couldn't hit fastballs. He couldn't hit 100 miles an hour. He used to be able to hit 97 miles per hour from closers and get them C's. You saw his 2 first home runs were from heaters, 98 miles per hour. But after the home run derby, he couldn't even hit it because he couldn't connect his swing. It's same with Trout. He's really late on his swing. It's just not on time. He needs to him and Ohtani needs to work on his swing. On time, connected, and that's about it. Same with everyone else.
This team just needs a mental adjustment. They're just not there mentally, whether it's hitting or pitching right now. There's no team aspect here, and there's no continuity. So you could tell there's something off in the locker room. So anyone that says different, I don't agree with. But all right, Super. Thanks for hitting us up, man. I'm gonna get to a couple more of these phone calls. Some people are bugging to get into because we only have the one phone line, dude. So I can only take one at a time. But thanks for your call again, and hit us up again, bro. And hopefully we get a win tomorrow.
Yeah, go Angels, man.
Go Angels.
Beat this fucking 10 losing streak, man.
Yes, we need to start a 10-game winning streak. God damn it.
Yes, sir.
All right, brother.
Man.
Later.
Bye.
All right. Damn, that was super.
You're on the Halo Honk line.
I'm back.
Is this Hunter again?
Yes, sir.
Hey, well, you gotta. I'm trying to. Huh?
I'm back.
Okay. I'll give you one comment, bro, because there's other people who've been waiting. I'm trying to get to other people as well. Okay, but give me one thing real quick, cause
yeah, everyone was saying I should go back, so I did it.
Well, it's not always good to listen to other people, but okay, I'll give you that. You're a smart kid so far. Good God.
Yeah. So, as others were saying, I should be the manager of the Angels. I tend to agree and disagree because I don't want to end up being Joe Madden, but I am smarter than Joe Madden, so. And,
Okay.
and there's, another guy who we can also get, like Luis Castillo,
Mhm.
from on Marquez.
Yes, Marquez from Colorado. Yes. No, let me ask you this though. This will put you over the top as being smarter than Joe Madden. So let's see if you answer this correct. Is yoga important for working out before a game?
Yeah,
See, you're already smarter than Joe Madden. Already smarter.
yeah.
See, Joe doesn't believe in yoga.
Why?
So you need to work out. You need to stretch.
Disbelief in facts. That's funny.
Well, hey, let me call back tomorrow, Hunter, because I got a few other people that want to get in. Okay, it's not that I don't like talking to you, bro. I really do, and I'll give you more time tomorrow. But I want to get to a few others. Okay.
Yeah, I got you.
All right, brother. You have a good night. Okay.
You too.
Go Angels. All right, see.
It's a Halo honk line.
Fuck this team. What's up? It's me, Vince, again.
It's who?
It's me, Vince.
What's up, Vince?
And real quick before I chat with you, I just want to read you what Joe Madden said in a press conference. I saw on Twitter.
Oh, for today. Okay, go for it.
Yeah, so Joe Madden was asked if it's time for a team meeting, and you know what his response was? I'll ask you a question. What should I be angry at? Who should I be angry at? They're busting their butts. We're playing hard. No, they're not. Our prep work is great. There's so many good things we're doing, except we're not winning.
What?
That's what he said.
Who should he be mad at?
Yeah, yeah.
First, he should look. First, he should look in a mirror.
Wade.
I mean, before he starts pointing fingers, I think he should look in the mirror, and then he should look at his coaching staff, and then go down the line on the players. Because there is this thing called stats where you can like keep track of what players are doing and what they're not. So I mean, it's there.
I guess we've never heard of that.
I guess not. I guess he's too cool for that.
Ask him the stats. Hey Joe, you know what stats? What's stats mean? Let me go to Google real quick. But dude, what the fuck happened to this team? That's all I have to say. Is
I don't know, dude. I'm
I
really
swear, bro,
I'm really worried
Joe
for the rest of
Madden's
this
not
team.
Gone,
Oh, go ahead.
yeah. If Joe Madden's not gone, if we get swept tomorrow, I swear. Either way, I'm gonna be booing his ass really fucking loud when I go to the game on the 22nd. But
Man, I'm telling you. And then, like, I have a comment right here too towards tearing it up right now. It says, "The team is this team better than the '95 team that had 2 9-game losing streaks?" I don't know if you remember that team, but that team was highly talented. I think they could have been a World Series contender at the time. I would say that team was slightly better than this
yeah, I
one.
would say if Joe Madden wasn't manager back then it was better.
No, you know, he was a bench coach on that team. Believe it or not.
Oh God,
Yeah, that's how far he goes back. So.
he just needs to be a bench coach again and have Mike Sposho return at this point. Like, Jesus.
Man, no kidding, dude.
And what's his face? You keep hating on what's his name? Paul something.
Oh,
Paul
Sereno?
Sereno's right.
Yeah, Sereno.
He should be the benching coach. If you're saying he just sits on an iPad all day warming his ass.
That's about all he does, dude. I mean, he doesn't tell. I mean,
Yeah.
I've seen every Angels game this year, and I've maybe seen him talk to a player once or twice on camera. For the most part, like, and that was only in Oakland because they don't have those up steps where the benches are, where they sit field level. It's all like, you know, old school dugout. So he actually had to interact with the players, and he just doesn't. He looks like a salty dude, man. Like you don't want to approach him, and you don't want him to approach you, basically.
So you basically just confirm that they're not gonna be chatting again until we go to Oakland again, whenever that is.
Yeah, pretty much. They're gonna be like, "Oh, you're still on the team?"
Oakland's our good luck ballpark now at this point. Jesus.
Yeah, this is terrible, man. This is terrible.
Yeah, if the Phillies sweep us, dude, I swear, dude. Oh my God.
I'm telling you, I've never seen a team look this bad. Like as far as like just wanting to give up, not this early in the season. You know, like you would kind of expect this if this was the Marlins or teams like that, Rockies. But this is a good baseball
Yeah.
team with a lot of talent.
Yeah, like how long were the Reds on their losing streak? Like 12, right?
Something like that. They were like 2-18 to start or something like that. They were really bad. But since then, they've been playing much better
God.
baseball. So
Feels like they gave us the curse. Like here's the drugs. You can get bad like us or something.
Yep.
I know. And then somebody said in the chat earlier too that I honestly think is true. I don't know who said it, but he said the only time he gets heated with the team is when he gets in an argument with an umpire. And I'm like, for fucking real, dude. Like,
dude, and do they have? Does he even argue? He doesn't even argue that much. He just like puts his hands out and is like, "Come on," and that's about it. You know, he doesn't really go all in. So
when someone strikes out, I don't believe in batting practice. It's overrated.
yeah, and then he runs away.
I can't believe he said that. I didn't catch that either.
Yeah, he
I
does.
watched part of the game.
Yeah, he doesn't believe in any of that crap. So I mean, for them to say it like on there, that just goes to tell. Now they're telling a national audience how pathetic our manager is. So, all right.
Oh my god. Oh
all right,
yeah, that's right. It was on national tonight. That's right.
Yeah, John Smoltz, what's his name, was calling it. But
Yeah.
all right,
I guess
Vince.
Joe Madden believes in Santa Claus.
Wait, what were you saying?
I said I guess Joe Madden believes in Santa Claus instead.
Yeah, he believes in that more than actual stuff that's realistic.
Plus, he should just get a job and be Santa Claus at like a mall or something instead of managing the Angels.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right, man.
All right, Vince, you have a good night, man. Hit us up again, hopefully after a win.
I know. All right, later, man.
All right, later.
It's the Halo Honk line.
Hello?
Hello?
You know,
Hello?
can I rant about my problems right now about the Angels?
Yes, this is the way to vent, man. Let's hear it.
I don't know. I've never been so angry or mad at everything, especially what Joe Madden said in that press conference. It's just, wow, he really doesn't know who to be mad at. Like, does he realize he looks in the mirror every day?
Yeah, I mean, how can you say something so stupid like that? I mean, the play on the field reflects you, the leader. So it all starts with him. I mean, again, Perry's given him something to work with that any Angel fan, whether you're a honk or you're myself or yourself, that it's critical of the team. We can see that there's talent here. There's enough talent to be in first place in this division. And for them to have a 10-game losing streak, have a record of 6-18 in their last 24 is unacceptable.
It really is. It really is, because you look at like all these star players that they have on the roster, like Rendon, Trout, Otani. It's crazy how a team with so much talent, so much potential, just can start off the season so hot and then all of a sudden just go downhill, and then the manager can just find different ways not to blame himself as the leader of the clubhouse, but try to avoid all these questions.
Yeah, exactly. You don't want to. You're just showing how weak you are by not taking. I mean, look, our media is as soft as Charmin. Was it toilet paper? Like, they're not going to hurt you. They're not the New York media. They're not the Los Angeles media. They're going to throw you softball questions, and then when they actually ask you a real question, don't deflect it. Actually, come out and have the balls to say what's on your mind. And apparently, that's the weak crap that he's feeding us. And so I would have followed up that question like, dude, you really need to take some teams or some players into accountability, and you need to take yourself into it. You guys definitely need a change and a closed door meeting, and none of that's going to take place. Sad to say.
Yeah, it is, and it's just sad how we started the season so high, and everyone saw the Angels as winning the division this year, being top of baseball basically, and it's sad how fast the manager can just find ways to switch it up and find different excuses. And like you said, it's not like the New York media. Like, these guys are not going to be as harsh. They'll understand if you're honest, at least, because now it's getting worse. You're going to get clowned as a manager for trying to avoid these simple questions that should be answered by a real leader of a clubhouse, honestly.
Yeah, exactly. So, and the players are going to read social media too. So, whatever Madden acts like, they're going to reflect that. So, It is what it is, man. And until something changes, we've already seen like lying Joe. You know, he lied about a lot of stuff last season, and he's doing it again this season. You know, last year it was like, oh, we can pitch Iglesias 2 innings. This year, it's like, oh, we don't want to pitch guys back to back. It's like, yeah, you should. That's how you win series. You know, give them a day off after game 3 or game 4. You know, you don't need to give them a day off before a day off. You know, that's what he's been doing. He's been doing a lot of non-ethical stuff that just don't make any sense.
Yeah, and I agree with that, really. I agree with that because there's a lot of these pitchers who do really well one day and then will be sit the next day, which is not the smart move because then he'll put in these pitchers who let up like 4 to 5 runs on average, and it's just not a smart move by him. And then, like, you get pitchers who get called up from the minor league who pitch really well, probably don't get another shot because then they get right back from the major league right back to the minor league.
Yeah, they send him right back down. And then also my favorite is a guy will be 4 for 5, and he'll be like, you're riding the bench tomorrow. What the fuck? Maybe he's going to get on a really hot streak. Play him out. Let him play. You know, it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, it's how it is. It's just he needs to learn that there's these guys that need their chance who could really have a blowout season. Like Jack Mayfield last year got his opportunity, and he played really well. He averaged good home runs, RBIs, and he played really well.
Yeah, exactly. Well, we'll have to see what happens tomorrow, my man. We'll have to see.
Yeah, we do.
Because that's all we can do right now. I stopped predicting series,
I really
man.
appreciate you having me on the talk show, by the way.
Oh, no worries, man. Anytime you want to call in. It's hard because I don't have like call waiting and stuff like that. So it's like one line. So I'll see other numbers pop up, but you guys just got to wait till like someone jumps off. And as soon as you get in, I take that call right away. So, but thanks.
Take care. I appreciate it for listening.
Oh, thank you, man. Keep listening and call in whenever you want, man.
All right. Take care.
All right. Go Angels.
Go Angels.
All right, there you go. That opens up a line. I'm going to get to some of these comments because some of you guys are saying hit up the comments too because I've missed a gang of them. You guys are praising Hunter because Hunter did a hell of a job, by the way. Let's see, Angel fans saying, can we still make the postseason? Absolutely. There's time to get it going, but we're in a spot right now. I'm going to get to some of these comments. I see the comments, Armani.
This is a Halo Honk line.
It's the Toaster Man.
Uh-oh, everybody's favorite, the Grill Master.
It is me. So I'm gonna say this right now. Joe Madden is an idiot.
Okay.
I can't believe the quote that he had to say. I don't know if you all saw this from Halo Die Hard's story, but I'm gonna read it to y'all. So listen up. This was written by our writer Sam Blum. Joe Madden on if it's time for a team meeting. Here we go. Is everybody ready?
Mm-hmm.
I'll ask you all a question. What should I be angry at? Who should I be angry at? They're busting their butts. We're playing hard. Our prep work is great. There's so many good things we're doing, except we're not winning.
Yep.
End quotes. I mean, is that for real?
That seems like it.
That is absurdity. Like, come on. Like, that is absolutely pathetic. Like, he's thinking that everything's all roses and frickin' sunshine over here while we're on a 10-game losing streak and we've lost 500 million miles of ground in our division and in the wild card.
Yeah, and that's the problem, you know, and by the way, I'm going to get to the comments. Just hang in there, guys. That's the problem with right now how people are or how Madden is right now. And the reason why, as a fan, I'm frustrated trying to watch this game and this team and then going on these pages and people are still sticking up for Madden. People are still saying nothing's wrong. Give the guys a break. You know, it's the player's fault. It's the management's fault. Like, they're not willing to say it's an organizational thing, and they're not willing to say, hey, man, right now something's got to change. It's like, no, let's ride it through. And those are the honk fans. It's just like, I'm tired of it, dude. Like it is what it is. You can't paint a turd another color and not call it a turd. It's just a different color turd. That's what we're doing right now. We're like, oh, the Angels are playing like crap, but you know, if you just look at this part of it, they're good, really, if you think about it. No, they're not. They're not. And until something changes, we're just continuing to circle the drain.
No, and there was actually something today that I saw from something from the Phillies. I'm not sure where on Instagram I found it, but it was from the Phillies Dombrowski when he fired Girardi prior to this series, thinking that he had thought that it would be right to move on from Girardi because the Phillies were struggling coming into the series, obviously being 22-29.
Mm-hmm.
He thinks that I think Rob Thompson, who was the bench coach of the Phillies for those who know, he got promoted to manager. Dave said something along the lines of, I think Rob is the right manager for us, and I think he will be the man for us going forward. Well, making it look like he's looking like a genius right now. Angels have ass kicked by the Phillies twice over, being outscored 15-2 or 17-2. Absolutely unacceptable.
Mm-hmm.
And now, Todd, I'm going to ask you this from one fan to another. Who do you think the Angels should make their interim manager? Personally, for me, I think you take Matt Wise.
If you want to test what he can do, you take Matt Wise. If you want to go to a postseason, you go with a crafty veteran for the rest of the year. So, like Sean Norton checked in on the comments, Terry Collins, he was an Angels manager here. He took the Mets to the World Series. Guys like him don't last long with one team. Like the Buck Showalter in New York, right now it's Roses. But if they get bounced this year or next year, if he doesn't win a title in the next 2-3 years, that team's going to give up on him. You could only have a fiery guy like that for so long, but a guy who's a veteran, like someone said earlier in the chat, Jim Leland, if he was still around to do stuff like that, he'd be another guy too. Oh, that was you. Okay. Yeah.
Jim Leland.
Yeah, a guy like that. I mean, look what happened with Florida. Florida won the World Series with Jack McKeon, and Jack McKeon was past his prime and well into retirement. So things can happen with the right kind of managers there. Players tend to look up to the veterans or, if Rod Carew was a manager and had manager experience and he was available, I'd be like, hey, give it to Rod Carew. Let him have a shot at this because the players will look up to legends and want to play hard for them. If you got a guy in there who's really never into baseball, passive, that the players can't relate to you, they're not, you're not going to relate to them. It's just not going to work. So
What about Mike Schilt?
Who?
Mike Schilt. He did get active last season, but he got the Cardinals to the playoffs multiple times. I know they didn't go far, but if your manager can get you to the playoffs, that's what we need, I think, pretty much right now, because we haven't been to the playoffs in nearly a flipping decade.
Yeah. See, a guy that I would have took, but he's in the wrong situation with the Royals is Mike Matheny. I liked Mike Matheny. I don't like the way he went out in St. Louis. He would have been a nice fill-in for the Angels. I don't know long-term, but he would have been a nice fill-in. He's doing something there with Kansas City, but they're just not ready yet. But I think with a talented roster like he had in St. Louis, a talented roster here in Anaheim, I think you can get the most out of him. But that's just me.
If you want to say among the lines of veterans, I think some fans on here were clamoring for Bruce Bochy.
Yeah, Bruce Bochy, but he's well retired, dude. He's done.
And then where's Ned Yost when you need him?
God, Ned Yost is a good guy. Well, he's retired too, but he had two really good runs with two small market teams. Imagine him with a big market team. But all right, Grill. Thanks for keeping it PC. I got a couple more of these phone calls.
I'm trying. Everybody insert your thoughts into the comments on who you want to replace Mr. Madden. For me, it's Matt Wise and Jim Leland. And I swear, if you make Paul Sorrento the leading manager, call me for a toaster.
We'll see if Paul Sorrento were the manager, I'd say your predictions of them losing 127 games would be correct. So.
Yeah, and I still have 27 and 135 on tap, and I am looking red hot on that front.
Right now you are. Yes, you are. All right, my man.
Please break it.
We'll talk to you tomorrow. Yes, please break the streak.
All right, go Angels, Sandoval versus Gibson tomorrow.
There you go. Later.
You're on the Halo Honk line.
Hey, what's up, Todd?
What's up, man? What you got, man? Because I've seen you've been trying for a while, dude. I'm sorry. I'm just flooded with phone calls today, which is great. So I like that. But what's up, man? How's it going?
What a fucking buttercup.
That's true.
I knew it was gonna happen sometime, but I didn't think it was gonna be like this.
Yeah.
Just to fucking fall off the face of the fucking earth.
I agree, because even in the podcast, Fernando was like, dude, I know we're going to hit a losing streak at some point, but I don't see it going more than 6 or 7. I was like, I see that. But if you're competitive losing 6 out of 7, they haven't been competitive in any of these games.
they're like a fucking dead dog.
Yeah.
They're just not doing anything.
Yeah.
No sign of life whatsoever. No emotion.
Yeah, I mean, even when they use the home run hats right now, it's not working that good anymore. It seems like that's lost its mojo too.
The hat's been collecting dust for the past week, anyways.
Yeah, they might have forgotten it, dude.
I think the best case scenario is to fire Madden by the end of the week if this continues.
Yeah.
And send Paul Sorrento and his helmet nachos packing as well.
Yeah, I think they need a clean house, unfortunately. I would like to see Wise at least stay. I think there's some really good potential with him. And Cheeto, I think his name is, his assistant pitching coach, the old guy. Other than that, I say everyone can go. It's just troubling right now. There's no fire, like many of the callers have said. There's just no fire in this team.
It's just pathetic.
I mean,
at least you got to live like a playoff, like we had playoff hopes for like the first couple weeks. You got to feel like what it felt like to be a real team.
I should have kept that meme that someone sent me where it's not a meme but just a post, and it showed the top 10 teams in baseball, and the top 4 were the Mets. No, it was it was the Yankees, Dodgers, Mets, and Angels. I was like, oh my gosh, that's so awesome. 2 LA teams, 2 New York teams, best teams in baseball, and that lasted not too long.
You got about 2 weeks of enjoying that.
Yeah, that's it, man. That is it.
Another good case scenario would be for the FBI to uncover a lot of information on Artie Moreno with that whole Angel Stadium thing, to where they have to pull a Donald Sterling on him and get his ass out of there.
Oh, wouldn't that be great? I mean, my only concern after that, after getting Artie out, is as long as we do what the Dodgers did and sell to people that actually want to win. Because after they got rid of McCourt, that team turned around. I would love to see someone come in here with just fire and want to win and spend money the right way. Not like Steve Ballmer with the Clippers. Someone smart, you know?
And as much as I hate to say it, the Dodgers are doing everything right.
Yeah. And unfortunately, I hate them too. And I've brought it up several times. Like, I wish we would emulate some of the things they do off the baseball field. You know, spend money internationally, spend money on more scouting, spend money on your minor league system. Just make smarter moves and get the right guys in place to do the job. And I think the Angels did that with Perry, but the coaching's terrible. And, you know, we're dealing with still some bad contracts too still. So, I don't know, man.
And we could see that with a lot of teams too. Spending $250 million on one player isn't going to guarantee you success. You got to focus on every single position.
Yep, exactly.
It's just mind-boggling that they keep making these same damn mistakes every year.
Over and over, man. Over and over. And right now, I'm hoping that this is rock bottom, and the only way to go is up, because I'm tired of sinking. I really am.
As optimistic as I want to be, I think we're just going to keep trending down and down.
I hope you're wrong, man. I hope you're wrong.
It's going to be a rough month.
It already is 4 days in.
I think a good manager,
Mhm.
or a good model manager that we need to look for is like a Gabe Kapler.
Okay.
With the Giants.
Yeah,
we need that youth to fire up the team.
Yeah.
Because obviously, with these older dudes, they're not connecting. We need somebody to connect with the youth and just fire them up, get them to have that passion.
Yeah, and
obviously that ain't there.
And someone that's going to command respect, which unfortunately they don't do much. So that's the unfortunate thing. But all right, my man, I'm gonna get back to these comments and call in whenever you want, man. We'll do this again.
All right, Todd, it was a pleasure.
All right, brother. Same here. All right, later. All right, so that opens up the line, 714-912-2877. I'll get to these comments after my phone stops freezing. Or not my phone, my internet right here. I don't know if you guys are still on, because my internet loves to do this at certain points. Let's see. Hold on a second. Hold on. Let's see if I can get this up here. That's what he said. All right. So it looks like we're good. Okay, good. So see, I thought we lost the thing. So sorry about all the phone calls. I know Mateo's been on here saying, hey, man, I want to read some comments. Anthony Gonzalez says, where's Jimmy Herget? Can't win if you don't score much runs. Sean says they're tired of Grillmaster. A lot of comments there. I missed a lot of the ones talking about Hunter. Hunter did a great job on the show today. Randy says, also, dude, I said the Angels wouldn't score 10 runs all week. I didn't realize they'd score less than 10 in 7 days. This is retarded. Sorry about keeping the phone calls a little long. It's just I was trying to give, some people some ways to get in here and vent. Let's see, Schmidt, not Schultz. Mike Schmidt is Mike Schmidt or Matt Wiles for manager, Randy says. And then hell no on Yost. Anthony Gonzalez says Bobby Valentine. Let's see, Phil Jackson, Anthony Gonzalez. Too much talent, David Tyndale says, for them to be losing. I totally agree. Can we get back to the comments? We do. Let's see, for dismal performance every season. Yes, the Buttercups are even winning at this point. Yes, they are, dude. The Buttercups have been winning for some time. What's the number to call in, Sean? It is 714-912-2877. Sandoval has been our ace all year. He will get us a win tomorrow, Juan says. Hopefully. They left the cowboy hat in the Bronx. This shit is starting to feel like on purpose. How the fuck do you do this bad and snap and what is it? And don't fire the manager. See, Ray Montgomery is the bench coach. Armani says, oh, he is. That's right. Let's see. The May Angels shake my head right there. And then sell this team to Steve Ballmer. He committed. Juan says, is Todd not reading? Yes, I am reading. Juan Martinez says, or can we steal signs like the Yankees are doing? Hey, if cheating in baseball is synonymous with baseball. So it's okay if we steal stuff every now and then. Every team does it. It's just the ones that get caught. Let's see. Torrid says they won't do that, Josh. He's too seasoned. Let's see. How's that Trout homecoming just going so far? He's trolling. Was it Mike Trout and his Philly stuff? Opinion. Josh says keep Madden, but drop him to the lower position on the bench coach. Bring back the Mike as manager. Let's see, as it freezes again magically. And then Torres says, I understand Madden doesn't want to blame the players, but they're too laid back. Something you have to get on the guys and see if they can get angry or upset at themselves. Exactly. But they're not even in the games anymore. We are losing so early now. Remember when we were talking about how good the Angels were, how they weren't falling behind by too many runs, how they weren't getting blown out? Well, that's all out the window. Did you hear what Madden says? Yeah, we've gone over like twice already. See, maybe there's a hidden injury with Trout towards saying that's what I'm saying. This isn't natural. Let's see. No emotion. It reminds me of Heaney giving up those home runs. Yeah, that whole Heaney stuff would piss me off too. They would. He had no emotion when he was on the mound, and it looks like this team is doing the same thing. Last home run was Renifo. Let's see. Well, it's not even a Buttercup anymore. We're giving too many leads to teams too early for it to be a Buttercup. And also Torrid says, I think Leland is too old. He is too old. He's way into retirement. Torrid says Perry isn't the problem. He's not. Perry is probably the best thing we got going for us right now. Knew we should have hired Dombrowski. No, I don't think so. Dombrowski would have. Yeah, you're just kidding. Can we get a Roger Lodge segment? Yeah, I'll do that right now. In the team plane got stuck in Philly, I would be happy. Swamp Vermin also says play the Salt Lake Bees. Guarantee we'll have a better offense than them, or they'll have a better offense. Exactly. Brian says comeback kids. It has been ice cold. We haven't been able to do that in such a long time. Let me get you a quick segment of what Roger's going to be talking about on Monday and his show right now because of, he's kind of pissed off right now.
Hey, what's up, Halo Nation? It's Roger Lodge from this.
Hey guys, it's Roger Lodge here, just checking in, letting you guys know that on AM 830, Roger Lodge is going to be here with his Sports Lodge show, and he's going to be talking about the NBA Finals, and he's going to be talking about women's basketball, the war in Ukraine. He's going to be talking about women's rights, and he's going to be talking about UCLA basketball, because the Angels can't do anything right. They have done 10 straight losses. And you know what? If I had to vote for a manager, I would go to my Full House buddy, John Stamos. Yes, the one, the only John Stamos. Because if you want perfection, you'll get the hairline of John Stamos. If you want perfection, you'll get the smile and those white pearly teeth of John Stamos. If you want your team to play like John Stamos, which is the epitome of perfection at the young age of 50, because he's taken a bath in the fountain of youth, baby, and he's the best thing, the hottest thing on the field right now if he was, because he'd be streaking to home after hitting a long fly ball where Ohtani hits him. Oh, Ohtani. Stay tuned for 714 tickets for your chance to win 600 level tickets at Anaheim Stadium to watch John Stamos resurrect the Angels when they come home to play the Boston Red Sox, baby. So check out the Sports Lodge, and back to you, Todd.
Thanks, Roger. So that's the show for today, unless we get any more. Juan says, I miss Roger Lodge on Blind Date. Dude, Blind Date is a show that you can catch him on Cameo, and he'll talk your ear off about Blind Date. That's for sure. Let's see. A couple more comments, and I'll roll out of here. Got to run in New York, and it's close to midnight. Damn. Well, thanks for being on, Tord. Roger's been flaccid the last 10 games. He sure has. Let's see. With the ticket prices plummeting, Roger Lodge might be able to give tickets away that aren't in the nosebleeds. Absolutely. Man, what a show. Okay, at one point in the show, we had over 90 people. 90! That's a lot, dude. And on YouTube, we still have over 15 people, so that's pretty good. Oh, we're getting another phone call. Probably take the last one of the night.
It's the Halo Honk line.
This is Sean.
What is up, Sean? It sounds like you've been yelling.
Well, yeah, you could say a little bit. No, I just was commenting. Terry Smith had mentioned earlier today, I think it was, last time they had a losing streak like this was 2016, 11 games. Mm. And you know what's even more telling is that it seems like a virus with this team. We get Pujols. Just a sniff of the playoffs. You get the best player in baseball. Sometimes the best players, it's like you look at the Royals, pitching.
Mm-hmm.
Look at the Giants, pitching. Look at the Angels. It's just like
now you hit the nail on the head. I mean, we had to deal with Trevor Cahill and guys like that. They're gone.
I was cracking up when what was it, about 3 or 4 years ago when Cahill was the opening day starter. I was like, Cahill, you look at all these other teams, they got Scherzer going, they got fucking, Kluber going. I'm like, what the hell, man?
Yeah, they have Cole.
It's like, yeah, Cole, like, come on. I mean, the Yankees are the Yankees and stuff like that, but, I mean, I don't know, man. It's just, we're the laughing stock. We're the laughing stock of baseball, man. We got all this talent, and we got excuse my language. We got Rendon. That fucking he can. Hey, I'm gonna fit Rendon's gonna fit my mom's china cabinet at home. House.
Dude, it's just sad because like I was looking over some of the standings, and you realize the Pirates are 2 games back of us. They're 2 games. Pirates.
Yeah, they swept the Dodgers for the first time in like 22 years.
They're playing with about 12% of the talent we have, and they just look like they want to win. They have an edge.
You look at this pitcher that he's got, Holmes.
Mm-hmm.
They got him from the Pirates, and Terry Smith is commenting him, and that guy's ERA is like microscopic.
Yeah.
And our pitchers have microscopic ERAs, but all of a sudden, like, I don't know if Suzuki or Stassi, or they just kind of decided that they changed their sequences up or whatever, but something's. I mean, you can't actually, to be honest with you can't blame on the pitching. It's the offense. This has taken a fucking bath.
I agree. If this team had anywhere consistent of scoring about 4 to 5 runs a game, and then having your occasional 7 or 8 run output, I guarantee